This episode is brought to you by Celsius. Celsius. Live fit. You know what time it is. Know what time it is? It's the Culture Minds podcast series.
Welcome to another episode of Culture Minds. Of course, I am Nadia, back in the studio. Hey. Yes, and this is Pride Month. So in keeping with Pride Month, we have the one and only, do I even need to say your name? The one and only DiDi in studio. And if you don't know who DiDi is, you're going to find out today.
Kapow pow.
So how are you doing, DiDi?
I am fabulous, darling. Yes.
Of course, Bex, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited because this is the first time I've met you, and I'm
really?
It's the first time, and I'm already I love your vibe, your spirit,
energy, so positive, right?
Yeah.
And this is not the first time I've met DiDi. I met DiDi when I was a little girl in primary school, and DiDi was teaching me dance classes.
5 and 6 and 7 and 8.
Hey. And I want to say I was one of the best in class.
Yes, she was. I'm not saying that.
No, let me tell you the joke, right?
She was.
I was not very technical. But damn, I can perform that number.
It was with the attitude that you brought to the class.
Y'all know that this episode gonna be hot then. All right, let's get into it. Of course, it's Pride Month. Tell me a bit about
Happy Pride, everybody. Happy Pride.
What does that mean? Of course,
what does Pride mean?
Yes, of course, this is coming a bit late to Barbados. You know, they've been having Pride for a while.
Yeah.
But in terms of what does it mean for Barbados?
It means celebration. It means finally. But mind you, let's go back a little. Pride in Barbados has always been here. Because sometimes when I sit and I talk to the older queens and kings,
because they had the Queen of the Bees back in 1976. It was a drag queen show.
I remember my uncles and my aunties would be getting ready, and I'm like, where are they going? I mean, yes, we were young then, and they would tell you, oh, we're going to a show. Of course, we didn't know what show it was, but when you get older, you're like, oh, wow. And then there were not marches, but there were always celebration. So it was always a thing. It's only now the other countries would give you pride marches, and like you said, we're getting there, you know. And it's a great feeling to be able to go like, I can be me. I mean, not everybody can be, but then that's where I have to kick in all those doors and go like, honey, it's okay. I got you. Here's the door open. Do you? And I always tell people, everybody doesn't blossom at the same time. Yeah. Everybody doesn't mature at the same time. And maybe you are ready to put your costume on. This buddy might just want a feather. You know, so to each his own. But my thing is embrace it. Embrace the fact that you can be whoever you want to be, whenever you want to be, wherever you want to be, however you want to be, and just be happy and smile. Yeah. And to those who are having a little situation, Auntie DiDi's here, honey, talk to me.
And of course, we're having this conversation because many people still don't believe that people have the right to be who they are.
Yes.
So now we're talking about that.
Yes.
For those who don't know who DiDi is, right? Explain who you are, because you know some people. I remember when I was telling you when I was in school and somebody came up to you and said, "Are you a boy or are you a girl?" Yes. And I'm sure you know people like to put people in boxes.
Yes, they do.
You know, your anatomy is you're a boy or you're a girl.
Yes.
And in Barbados, people are quite clear about what they feel about that. So tell me, who's DiDi?
Okay, DiDi is an entertainer. She's an icon. She's a legend. She's a queen. She's a diva. She is somebody you're not gonna fuck with.
We know that. That's all right.
Don't say it.
Anybody that know DiDi don't mess.
Sorry, mess with. Can I curse on this spot?
That's all right.
Got the thumbs up.
All right, they're gonna. She's a party mouth. Anyway.
Grab your Celsius, people.
Yes.
It's energy in here.
Celsius, honey. I'm enjoying this. And I'm real picky. I'm enjoying this. What's it? Sparkling orange. Celsius.
Celsius, a proud sponsor of the Culture Minds podcast series. Celsius. Live fit.
They could use me in an ad. Anyway, and I keep it very real. For me to pretend, it's too much energy, darling.
So you always knew from young. You always knew from young.
Yes,
different.
That's for me. I would always. My cousin would always go like, "Oh my God, here she comes again." I'd be like, "Why do you like her and I don't? What's going on there?" You know, he'd be like, "But DiDi, my cousin has always been open-minded. And he's like, but you're different. That's why I like her, you don't. But mind you, I think Gail is cute, but Frederick is hot.
How old were you when you knew?
I was, you know, was you're
interested in boys. Yeah.
You know you're different from the jump. Because for me, like, I was always drawn to sparkly, beautiful things, and I would always see the woman farm and go like, she's a pretty woman. Even my aunties and my nieces and stuff, I'd be like, wow, I've always been surrounded by gorgeous black women, mind you, and strong black men, you know. And sometimes too, like, my cousin would be like, oh good Lord, she always asks questions. And my granny always said, if you don't ask questions, you would always be the cunt in the group. So I mean, hello, and I mean, and then I always knew. That's why when I always tell people we blossom differently. There's some people who come into themselves in their teenage years, and some people come into themselves in their 20s. But you know,
okay.
And for me, I would always be like, okay, if that's it, that's it.
Okay,
I'm just going to be me.
Yeah, and I know you normally you stated before you got a lot of support from family. You never felt the bullying, or you never felt being ostracized within your family.
There were one or two family members that I had to cuss out because, you got to put a bitch in their places. But apart from them, my grandmother and my grandfather, my grandmother from my father's side, my grandfather from my mother's side would always tell me I'm going to be a star, so nobody could tell me nothing. Nothing, honey.
So what is the difference between, people ask, being gay and being a trans woman? Because of course there's so much is LGBTQI plus, and trust me, I practice it because I don't want to get it wrong.
Yes, honey, give it to the children. It's all about growing up, you put yourself in the gay box, but of course you have so much glam and fatness for that box, and you know within yourself, that's not me, you know. And for some girls, this is before, then you find, I'm going to make myself better as a look, I'm going to make myself better as a mentality, I'm going to make myself better as in getting to that point where I am like, yes, I'm her, you know? And then, I mean, like, you transition, you get yourself together, and for every girl, it's different. Some girls might not want boobs, they might just a little, Some girls may go as far as to get the chop, some girls may go as far as not to. So it all depends on you, the person, you know? And you transition, and my thing is, finding yourself is amazing, you know, and it gives you that energy to be like, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, and let me ask an inappropriate question. How far would you go in your transition?
Let's just say that the
drink is good.
Had to ask. Honey. Well, like I said, you would have to speak to my surgeon. Anyway,
we still had to ask, right? Now, representation. Things have changed. We've seen She Barbados and all these different advocacy groups come up. Equals 246, more interviews being done. I'm sure, we do see more people coming out and saying, hey, I am she, they, her, her, you know. Is it all now becoming, because some people say, oh my goodness, I mean, I'm trying to keep up, I'm trying to be open and I'm trying to be inclusive, but LGBTQI plus and non-binary and they and all these pronouns. Is it now becoming? Some people believe it is now almost too challenging to keep up, or is it like a word somebody said, a sentence somebody said? Is it being pushed at you too hard? No. Is it a you know what I mean? Like, so how do you feel about it?
For me, it's embracing you. You've now found yourself, and you have a name. Boom. That's it. That's it. Yeah. You have found yourself. You have your lesbian, queer, trans, bi, non-binary, pan. You have found yourself. That's me. There's a name. That's what it is.
So is it too sensitive? Like Dave Chappelle got in issues. You know, people make a joke and say, well, they, she, whatever. You know, people kind of take it a little, I think
acts, for me, there's some people who would say he to be nasty. And I'm like, okay, you do you, just don't come into my space with that negativity. And I'm a kind of girl, I will tell you what I have to tell you because I don't have time for the bullshit. You understand? And then there's some other girls who be like, no. As long as you know who you are, my thing is, I find too, some people it's about respect and empathy. For
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't, okay, all right. If you don't like it, okay, that's you. But at the end of the day, if you don't know what to say to a person, simply ask, how should I address you?
Right.
Yeah.
What's your name?
There's
That's
nothing wrong
like,
with that.
okay, you see a transgender girl. She may not be clockable, but you still ask her, how should I address you? If she tells you Tom.
Yeah.
If she tells you Gail, Gail. So my thing, even trans men, the same thing. And I think it is so disrespectful. You know the person has transitioned, why you still gonna go there, but you wanna be nasty. And I'm like, okay, do you? So for me, it's all about embracing yourself and loving yourself unconditionally and being authentically you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
That's
do see,
all.
we are seeing definitely more of that, because I even saw in Trinidad, there's actually the first trans woman in Senate.
Come through,
So
honey.
which is huge for the Caribbean,
Yeah.
because people would just put people in a box to see or this or that. So now to see that, you're educated, as educated people and, doing stuff, not just these are the boxes.
It's sad. It's sad when people put you in a box. Because, for instance, picture Tiffany Haddish, amazing actress. Everybody thinks she's a comedian, and they always give her the comedic roles. But she can play a serious part.
Right. Yeah.
She can play whatever, but don't put her in a box. And I find when you put people in a box, that's where you get a bit of resistance. Hey, I can only sing, I can dance, I can paint. Like a day I was riding a bike and everybody was like, what are you doing, DiDi?
Yeah.
What's going on?
You're a
I was
performer.
like, I'm riding a bicycle. You can ride a bike? Oh my God. And I was like, are they for real?
Yeah.
And even doing things like my dad, I was sawing a piece of board and everybody's passing like,
What are you doing?
Oh, wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Dad, did he sign a piece of wood? And it was
You only
like,
supposed to put on makeup.
and pants.
Yeah.
And even like, well, I was mixing cement.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, listen. I cannot imagine you mixing
But
cement.
girl, is your outfit was missing
Yeah,
cement.
okay.
But I didn't know it was. And Greg is like, what are you doing? I said, I'm mixing this. I had on these high rubber boots.
Yeah. You was prepared.
So you mixing
I had on my
balaclava.
Yes, honey. I had on my balaclava. I had it belted
Nice.
with a cute hat. I didn't look cute. And that's when Greg was like, "What is DiDi here?" Well, I said, "I'm mixing the cement," and everybody's like, "What's DiDi doing?" It was
because they need to put you. I only do makeup. I'm a flight person.
But there we go, right? Because as I laugh with people, and they're like, "What is she?" Like we were somewhere that was helping moving stuff, and the lady was like, "That's DiDi."
Oh my God.
She's moving stuff.
Come and see.
And I was like, "Is she?" Look, I guess I get blown away by it. It's so funny to me.
Zone 5 is a proud sponsor of the Culture Minds podcast series. Zone 5 Clothing, motivating the culture through fashion.
How did you feel though? I remember back in Little Switzerland, when you were working in Little Switzerland, and I know you had town block a lot. In that people can come in there and
Not
stare.
my fault. I'm glad.
Yeah,
It's not my fault,
because
girl.
for many Barbadians, you were one of the first trans women, somebody that was openly different, working in town. And I know people say, come people in there, DiDi in there.
Yeah.
So how do you take all of that attention?
Girl, sometimes I've been asking myself that question, but for me,
You're too young to remember that.
I remember people
For
always
me-
used to say they used to go, because they wanted to see, but like in a good
Exactly.
way, like they wanted to see, like it was
Yeah.
intrigued.
yeah, and for me,
Good
I
word,
was
intrigued,
There we
yeah.
go. And I would always remember my auntie going, "You have a job to do. There will be people who are going to come to spend their money. They're going to come not to spend their money. They're to come and look at your face. They're going to come and clock you. Make sure you are amazing."
Yeah.
And I would be like, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Don't worry with the non-brands, as you
Boom,
say.
honey. Don't do the non-brands. And some people can be ridiculous, but me being an actress, if you want to be stupid, I can be stupider.
Right.
And I go for the Oscar every time. And yeah, it's crazy to me. But when I realized it was popular, I was playing flag, and I had just begun playing flag, and I was like, okay. And from the stadium to Spring Garden, to the one point when I got in Eagle Hall, I literally stood up and bawled my eyes out. My sister had to come and hug me, and I said, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" She said, they like you. If they didn't like you, but hear your name, no good. And it was like, okay, cool. And that's when I was like, okay, yeah. But for me, where people are concerned, I'm just humble. I'm just polite.
Yeah.
Unless you bring me the shit, then I will cuss you out. Bitch.
And everybody knew that too.
Hello, don't mess with me.
DiDi can throw hands, so don't
I
come.
can defend.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
How do you feel about the progress though, from being the character, that's what people saw you as,
Yes.
being the character in Little Switzerland. Now, of course, we have more representation. Do you think that a lot has changed, or is the same stigma that being different, being trans, being, in the community, do you still think that there are major issues in Barbados?
There are a few issues, yes, where people think they can tell you anything, and you go like, okay, thanks. No. A lot has changed, whereas people now realize we are not characters.
Yeah.
Right.
They realize DiDi is not always on stage. She can counsel. She can give lectures. She can ride a bike. She
Make cement.
She can mix cement. She can, she's a person. And I find a lot of people don't think you're a person because in their mindset, that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be the thing that nobody knows about. Let's go look. Let's go see. And for me, I always tell people before you step to me with the judging and all the bullshit, get to know me. Sit, have a drink, have a salsa.
Yeah.
You say like him in there, you gotta have that.
Hey, of course, our sponsors Celsius and Zone 5. Yeah. So all right, let's get into some nitty gritty. So we get a little bit of who DiDi is. So let's talk about dating as a trans woman in Barbados. Look, babe, just get the phone and say, the straight men is come to you know the question. And I've seen you posted pretty much saying don't come around me if you are willing to be open in this relationship.
But my thing is, it's not about being open. It's about being real. Okay. You get messages. You get messages every day. Hi, sexy. Hi, babe. And my thing is, my name is DiDi, not babe, not sexy, not hey. And when it asks you, who is this?
Right.
Tell me.
Oh,
Tell me who you are.
Instead of just saying Tom.
And my thing is, when I say please send photo, I don't speak to blank pages. I need to know I'm speaking to them. Send me a photo, but don't send me a photo as black as this screen.
Oh, God.
So they're hiding behind the phone.
But my thing is, you don't need to hide because we're having a conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
My thing is, I want to be comfortable enough to have a conversation with you to go like, okay, hey Tom, cool, nice to meet you. Yes. And also keep it real. Yeah. If you want to just be my friend, but don't send me a dick because you don't want to be a friend. Yeah. You understand? If you want to have a little fun, say, I'm not
Stop
that
sending
girl.
people pics, people.
I mean, I don't want a dick pic. Send me a bank statement and a job letter. That's what I want.
Stop sending them.
Send me a bank statement and a job
We're not as
letter.
impressed as you
Boom.
think.
No. And I keep telling these people a dick pic
do that?
because they think you're going to go, oh my
Yo!
God. I like that.
Inches.
Please. I hate it. And my thing is,
Rebecca can't stop laughing. How many pics you getting?
girl.
No, but like, so does it matter? Like, what if it look like that and then you don't really look?
Girl.
Celsius, a proud sponsor of the Culture Minds podcast series. Celsius, live fit.
I would be like,
So the people are hiding behind the phone. So you believe it's straight men have a curiosity still? Where are they hiding then?
Well, trans women mostly attract straight men. You're not going to attract a gay man or a bisexual man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my thing is, just be real. Just if you want to get to know me, get to know me.
Yeah.
Be my friend. And if you, as I always tell these guys, if you have a problem with dating trans women, stick to cisgender women.
Yeah.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
No, because I
and
want...
explain that term before you
A
go
cisgender is a biological woman.
Got you.
Yes. And I want what the other girl wants. I want to, if I say, let's go for a walk on the beach, you don't have to
go to a movie.
A mask, a pair of shoes, and then a hoodie.
Yeah.
No, I want you to be comfortable enough to walk beside me. You don't have necessarily have to hold my hand. Bring me a gift. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm still saying, just be real with you. And I always say, if you cannot handle somebody looking at you, or you can't handle somebody going like, or calling you a name, leave it alone.
Yeah. So it's been difficult dating here then, because
no, it hasn't.
Oh, really?
No, it hasn't, girl.
Tell us more.
Yeah.
But once again, and it's who you date and who you hang with.
Okay.
Because my thing is, I've been on dates with many cool people, But dating is not fucking. Let's just
yeah.
A lot of people say, "Oh, you want to date?" No, that's not.
And I think that's something we need to deal with in Barbados.
Exactly.
Every time somebody see you with somebody,
you must.
That's what they think. That you are having a sexual relationship with them, and that's
so
why a lot of
me.
our women are not making choices for themselves. Because as soon as you see a woman with somebody, you know she got real men. Suddenly she's just trying to figure out if I like you or not. That's dating. Very different.
What I hate the double standard is, he got it, girl. Oh, he's a king.
Yeah.
She's a slut. Really, I hate that bullshit. That gets me so mad. Anyway, but like I said, it's who you talk to and who you mesh with, because you're not going to want to date somebody who's going to be like,
ducking.
That's
why? And for me, if that's what you want, leave her alone, leave him alone. Even they're friends of mine who would give me their stories, and I'd be like, you did what? You know, I don't tell. A lot of men use this throw this at trans girls because they're who you are. Nobody's gonna love you.
Oh really?
Bitch, I look in the mirror every day. I love this. I love me.
Yeah. So you should just be happy I'm talking to you. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what they think they're the trophy, and I'm like, no, bitch.
Yeah, they have an issue.
Really? You deal with you. Yes. I have a doctor who can fix that. No.
Yeah, they have an issue.
And I keep telling the girls and the guys, stop letting these men and women tell you that you're not worthy, tell you that you're not pretty, oh, you're this. I'm like, seriously? Is that what you're bringing to the table? No. And I find too, as a trans woman, a lot of men think that you need them, that you always, and let's get this clear. Half the time, we're not studying penis. We're not studying money. We're just trying to live, survive, provide for our families, provide for ourselves, and to just be happy.
Yeah. Because it's that misconception, as we were talking about, that once if you're a lesbian, if you're gay, if you're a trans woman, it's very sexualized. You know, you just got real men, real women, and everybody having sex with everybody. You know, and at that time, and as even when you stated that everybody that working down by the library, you know, that's pretty much just what they see as a trans woman.
Like I told you, this guy, I had given a lecture, and he was, I need to apologize to you, and I was like, okay, why? And he said, honey, I honestly had in my mindset that all trans girls are street girls. I was like, so you don't think we can be educated and can give a fabulous lecture?
Yeah.
And he was like, his mindset. I was like, really? Because he even said when they came in the room, he was like, what's she doing here? And I was like, you see the mindset?
Yeah.
It's so sad. And might think, do you, if that's what you want to do, fine. But not all girls do that. You know, and half the time, like, they think that that you can't carry a conversation. They think that every man you see you want. No. It's so crazy to me when people try to go like, but you know, DiDi, you taught all these men. Really? Do you have my phone?
I was gonna say, people make assumptions about, I'm sure make tons of assumptions about you, and they think that they know you, but they don't get to know you, right? And that's really frustrating, I'm sure. And you seem like, I mean, seeing you today, like, you seem very strong, and I love that attitude about you. You're like, hey, if you step to me wrong, like I'm gonna step back. But does it ever get tiring? Like, does it ever get like one day you're just like, I'm so tired of responding?
There's some days when I am like, let me just stay in my room, but then I go like, girl, there are other people who are waiting for you to kick that door down to go like, okay, I can do this, you know, because there are some people who have low self-esteem, and there's some people who think they can't do anything, and I'm like, girl, I got you. I'm going to make it, because I was telling myself, I've never had a trailblazer, so I had to fix my own cake. Here I became my own shero. And
then you were that for so many people.
Exactly.
Because even most interviews, I remember hearing Raven saying that she would walk by little Switzerland, and you know, she would be like, there's somebody else like me. So you were the face. Maybe some days it's tiring, but the face of what?
No, girl. You not putting that girl.
You're not showing that.
You got to put the face on, girl. No, you cannot be too tired for the makeup.
You were pretty much the face for many other young trans women who
because
were
the funny
confused.
thing is a lot of
people going to talk about the depression and the suicide. And, you know.
And I get mad when people go like, when they ask me, have you ever thought of killing yourself? What the fuck for? No. That's why for me, when people decide to do that, I shed tears because I'm like, talk to me. talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Say something.
Yeah.
Or I get so mad, I get so emotional. I'm sorry, but okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whew.
Yeah, it's a real thing though.
And even with men, there are guys who hit me up, DiDi, and they just need you to listen.
Yeah.
And ladies, let me tell you something. If your man tells you something, he cries and he tells you everything, it's you and him. It's a love situation. When you get vexed, don't try to back in, because then you would shut him down and he would say nothing to you.
Door shut,
Mothers, stop telling your sons, stop crying. What are you crying for? He has feelings. And then when he gets older, as a girlfriend or someone who's interested, you can go like, but you don't share emotion. Stop that.
Yeah.
Even with the girls, stop telling girls, like sometimes I hear women say things to their daughters, they belittle them. You're going to do this, you're going to grow up to be this. Why are you doing that? Stop that.
Yeah.
Embrace your children. And for me, I was like, a lady, she said, I have a son. I have a son and I think he's here. What should I do? Kill him with love.
Yeah.
Kill your child with love to the point where he's like... And it's funny
you said, I had a friend who said something similar. She said, I'm open to, people being gay, and I'm open to people doing this and, living their lives. But if it was my child...
Boom.
And that is
that's amazing.
I know, right? It's a very real thing, People will say, or if your child gay, or your child trans, but if my child now, and I've heard so much experiences of people getting kicked out. Rohan, the head of, I think she talked about getting, what do you call it, conversion therapy. Yep. So these things still happen. So talk a bit about...
It's crazy.
When parents find out, oh no, my boy a little soft now, my girl, she like girls, and they want to send you to a pastor. We cannot talk about this topic and not talk about religion.
Zone 5 is a proud sponsor of the Culture Minds podcast series. Zone 5 Clothing, motivating the culture through fashion.
My thing is, for me, well, I've never been one for the conversion therapy. My family never said that to me. It was like, DiDi's a little girl, that's her. You understand? And I had some family members who'd be like, oh my God.
But didn't you hear you were an abomination or
I had one uncle
devil
who said,
and
he said you were the evil.
Yeah.
You were the evil spawn.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Did he call me the evil spawn? And I thought it was fabulous.
Because one thing, but seriously, the one thing, a lot of Barbadians, right, or people might not know a lot about the Bible. They can't quote you many things in the Bible, but one part, if they say Sodom and Gomorrah, if they say this, they know those few areas because that is obviously what they're going to attack you with.
But my thing is, I just have to laugh. And this is what I said. What did it tell the man? I said, but we're all made in the eyes of, did I say the eyes of the beholder? Something I said. And he was like, I said, you heard me. Yeah. We're all made in his eyes. So I guess he made me
how he wants
this woman I am.
Yeah.
So,
but then they would counter that if that's not who you were born, because they love to tell you were born as a man, you were born as a woman.
But my thing is, you were born as a man, but yet still you're a womanizer. You were born as a man, but yet still you're a dog.
Yeah.
You understand?
You're a liar. You're a thief.
Liar. You cheat. You steal, and then you want to tell me.
Yeah.
Nobody, and that's another thing. Nobody can tell you who you are. You got to know for yourself. You got to tell yourself, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is me." And I always tell people, this is not a lifestyle. A lifestyle is being able to pay your bills. A lifestyle is being able to go out. A lifestyle is being able to go to dinner. How you live is totally different.
Yeah.
And I keep telling people, your lifestyle. No, this is not a lifestyle. A lifestyle is being able to buy brand name clothes and look fabulous. That's a lifestyle. How you live and how you are is totally different. And for me, I always tell everybody, embrace yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself first. There's a friend of mine, she's very dark skinned, and all her life she was, oh my God, you're so dark. Bitch, embrace it.
Yeah.
And they have to send her photos of Vogue covers.
Yeah.
I have to be like, look on these covers, bitch. Look on these covers. Who do you see?
Yeah.
Who do you see?
Yeah.
Plus size girls, the same thing.
Yeah.
Stop letting men hide you.
Yes. Real women, listen, you ain't only trust women. Real women get hide.
When I hear the stories, I'm like, where's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, he couldn't make it. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You know, when they ask my questions, girl, I'm like, why is boyfriend not here? I mean, why you're by yourself?
Yeah.
There's a difference between
boom, and then she sends me messages, oh, he didn't want to be seen.
Yeah.
Seen with you, seen beside you, seen at the function. Mind you, it was not an LGBT function.
Yeah.
It was and I was like, this girl, let me tell you something, right?
Yeah.
do not let a man,
anybody hide you.
Don't let a man hide you or anybody hide you. Embrace your fatness. And I get so mad.
Yeah.
No, look.
Yeah. And I think that goes for anybody.
Here we go.
Don't hide who you are.
Why you want to hide who you are or how you are.
Yeah, and many of us are doing it. I mean, many of us are saying, how are you? I'm fine, I'm good. And that time, men home beating you, treating you bad, emotional abuse or whatever. Exactly. So as much people want to look at you, and you know why people may focus on maybe a gay person or whatever, is because you don't have to look at my life.
Boom. Deflect.
So I can
deflect.
say, you know, because I've even heard people say that the community is the problem. They are trying to convert our children.
No, we're not.
All of the images.
So
girl. Okay, but haven't you ever
my
heard about it?
If that's the case, why are my gay boys and girls not straight? Why are I cannot?
Yeah.
Sometimes when people start, I'm like, but.
Because they only see it one way.
Boom.
Even in adoption, people say that gay people should not be allowed to adopt because any children can be gay. But
how do you turn a child gay? How do you? My thing is, I was telling this guy, he was going. I said, sir, no amount of money in the world can make you suck a dick. Were you telling me, boo? Were you telling me? But I said, stop. No amount of money can make you suck a dick or fucking ass.
But listen,
or get
wait,
you know what I'm saying?
DiDi, you gotta repeat that one. You got to repeat that one for the rear camera. Yes, go ahead again. We didn't hear you.
I know, right? No, this is for the people who think that I get so mad. You cannot train or change anybody because you, sir or ma'am, no amount of money can make you suck a dick. No amount of money can make you have anal sex. No amount of money can get you. Look,
cameraman, is that true?
But I get so mad when people go like, you know, and I'm like, no. Everybody blossoms differently.
Yeah. You either doing it or you ain't.
But there we go. And my thing is, even this guy, not my child. I said, you know what's really sad? Your child could be listening to you all now. Yep. And be scared shitless. That's why I tell parents, have the discussion. Even if you want to speak to your son or daughter, go to a safe space and have the talk. What do I do? Yes. And you know what kills me? Parents always follow society and not how they really feel. Because if you can love your child unapologetically, the world will be different. There'll be nobody. And for me, I'm not gonna cry. For me, I get so mad when you hear people make those kind of it could be them, but not mine. Yeah. What if it is your child?
Yeah, what would happen?
Sit with your child. Talk to me, baby. Tell me what's going on. Yeah. I rather.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I rather my child tell me.
Yeah.
I am gay, black, white, blue, Persian rug, whatever. Than hearing, I am going to kill myself.
Yeah.
Study it, people.
Yeah. And then you discuss with children, because I think there's still the myth that HIV and AIDS and these things are still within the community.
Honey,
and you have to discuss with your kids safe sex all together. If you're heterosexual, homosexual, you know,
safe
I think
above the board. And you know what's really sad? A lot of people don't research.
Yeah.
But HIV was put on the gay community, the LGBTQ community, because it was seen as the dirty disease.
Yeah.
Celsius, a proud sponsor of the Culture Minds podcast series. Celsius, live fit.
Heterosexual, I always tell people research your shit. Heterosexual was here, LGBT was here, and you only saw the visuals of the visuals of the LGBT people dying. You never heard of the straight people who were there, and it was like, wow. And I keep telling people research, and also like, when you realize when it comes to fashion, heels were first worn by men. Yeah. Makeup was first worn by men. Corsets were made for a certain type of woman. So I always tell people, before you step to me, educate yourself. Like this one lady, they can pray for you. I'll pray for you too. She's like, you can't pray for me. I was like, bitch, are you kidding me?
It's a long way.
Really? So you look. I get mad when people try to bring things into the equation that really and truly don't need to be there.
No.
You understand? Love whoever. Don't you dare judge me. You don't know if I go to church. You don't know what I do. You don't know what I don't do. Come to me. And I always tell them, the Christian people, stop thinking of the fucking, the sucking, the fisting, and all that. Stop thinking of the sexual perversions. And come to me as a human being. have the conversation with me, get to know me as a person. And I find once you get to know anybody as a person, I sat one day and I spoke to this guy who is a street person. And he said he's homeless. And when he was done, I was like, wow. And I was in awe because I would always see him and I was wondering, what's his story? Because I'm that kind of person. When they see people,
I'm that.
What's going on there? Well, I mean, you don't want to be inquisitive, but and he went to a party with some friends. He had a drink and then he realized his drink started tasting funny. And in 2 twos, that was it. He found himself in a gutter. He got up, and then from there, everything started doing that.
Spiraling down.
You know, even with, there's a friend of mine, he was an addict for a long time. He's clean now, and he's overseas. And when he told me his story, it was like,
get to know someone before getting to know a label or what you think. Get to know a person. Because I think, to me, the biggest problem is not you knowing who you are. The biggest problem I think we have, and I don't know if people will want to admit it, is down low. It's when you're living all of these double lives. So you have a wife and 2 children and y'all going church and y'all looking real sweet, you know, but yet you're going out with men and you're going out with, you know, even other women, other men. It is when you're living that down low life and you're not being your, whatever your true self is. So your wife don't know you like to have sex with men. And then you might say you're not gay because obviously I still have my wife. So tell me a bit, do you still see a lot of that? Because I think that is the problem we have.
I honestly think, for me, I don't judge. You have to know your path. You have to know your story. But if that's your thing, I honestly think there should be some, if it isn't, if what you really want is the red book, but you have the gray book just to show face, I'm sorry. Come out.
Because you're laying to that wife and your children.
And that's a crazy, and it gets to the point where and then you hear, the LGBTQ community. No, that's not
dirty.
True. We're dirty. We're nasty. We break up homes. No, we don't. It takes 2 hands to clap. There's a friend of mine. I find he's amazing. He said, DiDi, I'm bisexual. I like soft men. I like soft women. When I'm dating a woman, I don't date men. When I'm dating men, I don't date women.
What's the important part. And I'm like, wow. The loyalty and the honesty.
Yes. Being honest is
upfront.
I don't have time to lie. If you don't like the fact that I do whatever, that's fine. You. There are many more. And I was like, wow. But not everybody's like him. You know, there's some women I know who are the same way. And it was a girl, nope, I tell them because I don't want nobody putting stuff over my head or trying to blackmail me. You know, but I find and then I find it stems from pleasing other people.
Society.
Why don't you have a child? You need to do this. And then you are in these families or these type of situations, you go like, you know what? Let me just do this. You get someone, you get married, you have your kids, and then boom. You know, at the end of the day, you still like Tom. Or you like Lisa. You know, and my thing is, I know everybody's not strong. But if you find that's a situation, get out of it. Even for your sanity. But once again,
and for respect for that person, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, because you are in a relationship. A lot of people get married to even prove even more that I don't like boys or whatever the other sexes. So when people get so bothered with people being their true selves, when somebody is their true self, you know what they come in with.
But then too, I know you said that. I've heard girls say stuff. And I find what you do in your bedroom is your business.
True.
If your boyfriend likes a certain anal play, that doesn't mean he's gay.
Yeah,
he
like that.
Having a good time, and he wants to get off. If she likes a little tug and a little and my thing
but you see how society changed now. Back in the day, men would never say they like, to do certain types
of
sex.
Pussy?
Yeah. Okay. Or, I know then, I remember all these songs. And all these songs were saying, once a dumb song say, you don't do it. Say, man, it will never go down, man. Or, man, you will never do this. No. Everybody real proud to say, you do this and I do that. So times change, society changes as well. But I still go back to be who you are. Do not be in a relationship, with your wife or whatever, and still going out with Tom or whoever. Because that is, I find
and
a lot. That's what brings
the nasty. And then people go like,
get confused.
And then you have everybody thrown in that box.
Everybody.
So there's a friend of mine, he said, I'm not down low, I just don't want people to know my business. I said, well, I understand that. But my thing is, I said, but when you date your friends, what do you tell them? He said, they just keep it real with them. I am very private, but this is who I am.
Yeah,
and
which
I'm
is
like,
fine.
Okay, cool, that's
Yeah.
good. You know, but don't pretend and don't lie, and that's what makes the water dirty.
Yes.
That's what mucks it up.
Yep.
And I'm like, come on
Yeah.
now, can you not be honest with yourself?
Yeah.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
until you are ready,
Yeah.
you until you are ready,
yeah.
not listen to your mother, because there are a lot of parents who tell their daughters, why you're not pregnant, why you don't have a husband, and then she finds a guy who treats her like shit and go like, there's my baby,
Yeah.
boom, we get married,
Yeah.
and then she's in a lifelong relationship
Yeah.
of abuse.
Yeah.
Same as with men. You may have a guy, he may not be the best, but yet still, my family wants this is what I'm going to
Yeah.
do. He has a wife or a lover, whoever,
Yes.
and it gets really mucky,
Yeah.
and then you're not
Yeah.
happy, and then later on in life you're like, and then boom, he likes men, or she like,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with liking who you like,
Yeah.
but I'm still saying, be authentic,
Be honest
true
in
to
your
yourself.
be honest with that person you're in a relationship
but
with.
also too, respect people
Yeah.
and what they choose.
Zone 5 is a proud sponsor of the Culture Minds podcast series. Zone 5 Clothing, motivating the culture through fashion.
Right.
Yeah.
When you have to say
understand?
Yeah.
my
'Cause
my family really likes that I'm with X. Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
because
likes that I
then you
do
understand,
this.
Yeah.
or I think we should,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you?
Where are you?
Yeah.
Where are
Correct.
you? You know,
Yeah.
but I always tell, for me, being authentic and loving who you love, I think it's a beautiful thing. You know, and do you when you are ready.
Yeah.
Don't listen to D going, I think you should come out.
Yes, yeah.
You do you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you. And
But
I find
yes,
a lot of
yeah.
people tend to listen to other people and go like, okay, well, I think if she says come out at 4, I think I should come out at 4. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You when you are good and ready to resent, even if you don't want to, I still say respect the others who have done their thing. Don't be nasty or rude to them, because they've done, when you are ready, you do you.
Yeah. What would you like to see? Like, it's been a long road. It's been a long road from Little Switzerland, from people thinking you're the only trans woman ever in Barbados. Then to see there's so much representation and people, living out a bit more. Of course, we still have people that will say, I hate. And I always say, when people protest too much, some things be a bit wrong for me.
I say the same thing,
But
you know.
I say anytime somebody is so vicious about
Yes.
it, I hate people and I hate.
I
I'm
always
like,
like,
why you so
Girl, thank
pressed?
you.
Why you so
I
pressed?
could- I'm
Why you
like-
so pressed?
I'm like, wait a minute now.
Because to me, you should be cooling yourself and say, you know what? I don't really like that that lifestyle. I don't really get it, but whatever.
I think
Yeah.
it makes
But when
them
you- but
I
when
think
you-
it's because
yeah.
I'm like,
But when you like, I hate people that are gay and I hate people that
I
wear
think this
weave
was-
or whatever.
yeah.
And then you look at the person
I had
like,
this friend of ours, he's not a friend of mine, he's one of my cousins, and he had an issue with women and braids and weave, and my girl gonna be natural.
Yeah.
I hate a woman.
bet
And
you the
I'm
woman he
like,
horned the girl with. I bet you the woman he horned the
Her-
girlfriend with. Braids. Let's some people braids down the deer. Just saying. Listen, anytime you hear
Girl,
that, I
agree.
hate women with
Honey.
weave.
I agree.
when
every
I
time.
saw this bitch,
It's be the woman. And it don't even be a good weave. It's be the plastic weave. Listen.
look, honey, when I saw this
Speak it
girl, I was like,
It's so true. That's
I had to clutch my Tiffany pearl.
Oh my God.
yeah. And that's a my
Did he not say?
Yep.
And I tell the girl, I'm not clocking her, but it was like, she going Bristol?
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
wearing makeup?
Yeah.
And it
They
was
love anybody that
and then when
protests
they
too
called
much.
him out, he was like, "Boy, you being so
Yeah,
extra." I
yeah.
said, "Because you said on the fifth."
Yeah.
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 Stick with
Because
what you
I'm not
said.
say you hate thick women or fat women and this and that woman.
But yet still, he has one in the next gap hidden because
boom.
kapow.
And you know it eating you little food or you ain't paying all your braids,
And she's
right?
making sure that
So,
he's dressing straight.
when you protesting too much, we kind of wondering
Exactly. What's wrong with you?
why is
Red
it such a?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, don't get vexed with me.
I'm not judging.
Just saying.
Because for me, I'm the same way. I'm like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, you're very angry, boo boo. What's going
Yeah.
on here?
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
coming
like-
from somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
What is happening?
But for me, I think respect is due.
Okay.
Respect is due to every and anybody.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you don't clock it, you don't like it, that's like you.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, give people the respect, because you yourself will want respect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand? You may not like the fact that somebody is the way they are. Okay, if that's not your cup of tea, drink coffee, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
understand what
true.
I'm saying? You do you, but
Yeah, you don't have to lame with me.
leave people
alone. Yeah. Don't be mean. Don't curse anyone.
Yes.
And if you have to answer a question, be respectful.
Exactly. For me, that's like, for instance, I was with a friend of mine, and this girl made a comment. She has size. And she made a comment, and I was ready to stab that bitch in the neck, honey. And she was like, DiDi.
Yeah.
DiDi, I'm fabulous.
Yeah.
I said, I know you are, but not you.
Yeah.
And I think people need to stop and think before they say something.
Yeah.
They need to stop and think before you answer anybody stupid questions.
Yeah.
And I just think it's rather rude.
Yeah, think
you
about
think
yourself.
It's okay to be like,
Yeah.
I can say nasty things to you, I can dismiss
Yeah.
you, or I can call you names. And for me, boom, 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 boom. Things I let things bounce off of me because I don't have time to give that bitch or that idiot my energy.
Yeah.
I don't have time. If I have to put you in place, I will.
Okay.
I will put you in your place and let you know ABC. It's also good to educate people, because once a lady said, so what's it like being a transformer?
I don't want to laugh. But you know what? I think that's a pretty cool word, though, DiDi. I like that.
I said I'm Diva Mix Prime.
Yeah, because when he was
Diva Mix Prime, honey. And Lisa was on the floor. She was like, Diva, what? I said,
but you know what?
And I educated her.
Transform. We don't look like this.
Exactly.
So, everybody makeup. So we are all transformers.
Yes. And I educated her. She said, thank you so much. I would have just embarrassed myself.
I respect that. Okay. Yeah.
Because for me too, it's always good to educate. Like, for instance, when people call me by my dead name, I'll say, hey, that was years ago. This is my name. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
This is my name. If you can't say she, DiDi, her, ma'am, say nothing to me at all.
And if people make a mistake or, say sorry
I
about that.
And there we go. Like, for instance, there's this one guy, he always goes, whatever. And I'm like, okay, for the 100th time, my name is DiDi Winston. I'm a woman, point blank, period.
Yeah.
But if you have an issue with that, you go home, you deal with that yourself. So the next time we meet, you get it right. And I'm done.
Celsius, a proud sponsor of the Culture Minds podcast series. Celsius, live fit.
We soon have to wrap up, so I can just switch gears for a minute. We cannot have DiDi in studio and not talk a little bit about crop over. I mean, come on! The fly queen extraordinaire. So, first thing, how did it feel being on lockdown, not being able to bam, 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 yeah.
Okay, let me tell y'all a little secret, right? This is what you do. You call some friends.
Don't call the COVID police now,
You call some friends and you find a backyard road.
Right.
That nobody's going to come and, you get that speaker and we all put on a piece of costume and we jam until 6 o'clock. And then we go back home.
Because I keep telling them crop over is an energy, so you still want to feel it. Yeah.
And then what you do, you jump on the highway at a certain part. Nobody has cameras.
Yeah.
You leave your phone at home.
Yeah.
You just come with a little drink. We party. And
so you missed it that much?
Girl, you should see us like stupid people. We behind people paying late.
I love it.
I get that. Because it honestly really hurts.
Honey, the first
you will
year.
lose a man first before
girl,
that.
The first year, I cried. I had on my headpiece and I was sitting in the powder. Everybody's like, Man,
it was morning. It was morning.
I said, no,
I needed to get to this
honey.
Nadia needed to come.
Yeah.
And I would tell the others.
It's a release from the everyday life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I keep telling everybody, for me, flagging is life.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not competing anymore, but the last year I wore silver. I was in so much pain. I wore my Friday morning costume was a bit too tight.
Yeah.
So I had my arms. I was like, wait a minute. I cried. I said, I can't jump up. My sister's like, you better put that costume on, bitch.
Yep.
I took so many painkillers and I was like, oh.
It's a real thing. Yeah. So how does it feel now? We back out and, crop over happening.
It's, I'm still iffy with the people. I'm very funny when it comes to a whole set of people, but that's just me.
Yes.
I'm happy that we are. But my band, Gwen Esquire, she doesn't have a band this year.
Okay.
And then my 4-day-morning band is not this year. But I'm still
going to we're hearing a lot of that,
Yeah.
So it's kind of worrying. We kind of, like, beige is not in it anymore. And beige was my
but they said because the costumes coming in.
I understand.
Yeah.
But you're still wondering what will crop over look like. Gwen of Squires and beige.
Yeah,
not sure.
Maybe we should have done Congolene upon a t-shirt and a short pants.
I was thinking the same thing.
Hey.
I was thinking, give me a t-shirt. Because for me, even though I may not jump or go for it in the morning, I'm still going to have my little fun.
Okay.
I'm still going to put my little paint on, whatever, and enjoy myself. Because, that's what we do. Yeah, but I'm still glad. It's still good to go and sit and hear the music and shake a feather, and just have a good time. And it's good being a flag person. And I mean, like when I sit and study, the amount of times I've won flag person, the amount of places I've been as a flag person, and then to being a dancer, then to being a mentor.
And the amount of people you've inspired to.
Yes, there we go. Yeah. So it's fun, and I'm glad we're back. Okay. I'm glad, but when you crop over never died for me.
Yeah,
I
had a little mini jump.
Hey, come on, y'all, meet me here by the 4th. But you see how we planned. Like it was, you couldn't leave home.
Yeah.
Right? So
out in the backyard. Ding, 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 ding.
I was like, we were down by a friend of ours in St. James, and I was like, Everybody uses the street.
Yeah.
I was like, Lisa Christ.
Yeah, let me do a thing.
Let's go. You got 5 minutes. Honey, that time. Everybody pull up.
Yeah.
We have a jam session.
I can do that.
We gotta go.
I am telling you.
Music.
And as dancers, it always is in your soul.
Exactly.
So it's like go sit in my car and just dance, put on the radio and
just have a good time. And I feel like for me, that's one of my release.
Yeah, it is.
Even when I'm on the highway, in my zone performing.
Yeah.
Girl said, did they say you walking up on the highway? I said, yeah, that's my routine.
Exactly.
That's what I do. And then that's for me to get rid of all the crazy negative stupid people. Yeah.
It helps. It releases all that.
It
so
does.
What's next, DiDi? Is it a marriage or a fiance or what's happening before we go? Are we gonna? I know how enjoying this. You know how Bejas feel about a marriage when it was become but everybody.
I was happy.
Yeah.
I'm always happy when people find love.
Yes.
I'm always happy when people can go like, that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend.
Have you found love?
No, not yet.
Okay. Is there somebody special?
Hell no.
Okay, so no marriage in 2020. What's 2020?
I like the rumors.
Yeah.
But my thing is when y'all are spreading rumors, can you let me know so I can add those shoes? Yeah, seriously, because I'm
or just let you know what they are.
I've heard rumors. I'm like, so no creativity, no juice, no nothing.
It always amazes
it's so
me.
dry.
So we have a dating show. DiDi's single.
Ooh,
We need to end it out, all right?
Girl, that I find for me, like my godson be like, come mommy, you always by yourself. You need a man in your life. And when he said that, I was like, woo!
That's when you know. That's when the little people are very honest.
No filter.
So Barbados, DiDi needs a man in her life. All right, so we gotta. I mean, this has been a great conversation. Honestly, right? We could do this for the rest of the day.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. People got places.
Yeah. So it's been great having you on Culture Minds.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're gonna have you again because I don't think this conversation is over. Of course, sponsored by Celsius and Zone 5. Look. Hey. Until next time. Really good. That's another episode.
This episode is brought to you by Celsius. Celsius. Live fit. Zone 5. Zone 5 clothing. Motivating the culture through fashion.